probably a man of Mario Cristobal's own heart. You're very into the line of scrimmage. Who are a couple players you look at as must get recruits in your eyes?
Oh, so I made some notes before we got on here, actually. So one of the very first ones I'll bring up, uh, if Miami fans love that Mario Cristobal likes to pick on the rival teams, they really want Solomon Thomas, 5-star offensive lineman from Jacksonville Reigns. If that high school sounds familiar, same high school as Michael Pinckney, former Miami linebacker. They really want him. He's committed to Florida State. Mario Cristobal doesn't care. He's going to go after him. I know they're working on some visits as well, potentially this spring. He could be taking an official visit still to Miami. I know from speaking to him as well, he's very high on Miami. Some other names here, you got Josh Petty from the state of California, another 5-star offensive tackle. Little side note here, too. Some people had question marks about the offensive line class last year. I mentioned this almost ad nauseum during last year's cycle. Nationally, I didn't think it was that strong of a year for offensive linemen. The prior year was better when Sampson and Francis and all those guys, Caden Proctor, all those guys were in that class. It was a much stronger year. This year, it's a bit better again. Last year was kind of a dip off. You kind of had a few guys at the top, and there was a very big drop off. That's why you kind of saw Miami go for guys that kind of went under the radar, but that they feel they could develop. Jaelyne Matthews is another one. He just scheduled his official visit to come down to Miami over the summer from the state of New Jersey. He's a big guy. We're talking about 6'7", over 300 pounds. Miami's super high on him. And they also got Lamar Williams already in the fold.
Yeah.
And they're looking great for a few interior guys, too. So they're looking at the Bishop Gorman offensive lineman. I don't want to butcher his name here. I have it here. Seuseu Alofaituli. Look, I don't want to.
I've tried. You did about as good as I did when I tried to pronounce it. Yeah. I think he goes by a nickname, SJ. I think he goes by. I'm gonna call him his nickname,
SJ. So him. And Miami's done a really good job of recruiting Caden Strayhorn from IMG Academy. These are just some surface level names. I'll be honest with you guys, though. Anyone listening? You might see some names pop up that may not even be on the radar right now. This happened last year, too. The coaches, they like to make thorough evaluations. They don't leave any stone unturned.